Life is full of promises. 50 years ago, a promise was made to older adults and their families across the state. Lutheran Services for the Aging promised that a ministry of Christian care would be available to a generation that is often forgotten or neglected. Throughout the years, LSA has grown to provide for more than 1,100 seniors every day through our nursing homes, retirement communities, assisted living residences, and adult day services. Just as you keep your promises to those you love, Lutheran Services for the Aging keeps its promise by offering services that bring comfort, support, and encouragement to those entrusted to our care.
I knew about this place because I helped to get it started and fought for it.
I know that there are people here to look after his health.
When I brought my mom in here and I sat her down at the table for breakfast, she was fine. She was greeted and displayed to feel so welcome that I didn't worry. So when I left, I was fine.
I think it's very important to have a Christian service especially for seniors, because that's when we get older and lonely and sick and we need it. And I've always been a Baptist, and they took me in here just like I was a Lutheran. And I said, now I'm a Baptist Lutheran.
Lutheran Services for the Aging is very proud of its long-standing history as a leading provider of elder care. Since our beginning in 1960, we've served thousands of families, but one thing remains the same: the dedication to our mission to express God's love in Christ to those we serve.
More nursing care each day, rehabilitation services, and specialized care for Alzheimer's disease and other dementia-related conditions are three of the cornerstones of LSA's not-for-profit ministry. But many extras stand out that make the ministries of LSA special. More private rooms, chaplains and worship services, and an activities program that appeals to the body, mind, and spirit.
LSA's ministries are not what you'd expect. LSA communities are neighborhood-centered, allowing for lots of interaction and fun. You'll find wee bowling tournaments, ice cream parlors, pets, plants, children's playgrounds, singing and dancing. In other words, this isn't the old folks' home anymore.
We started singing in the choir together when my wife was 10 and I was 12 back in New York. And here they now have a nice choir, and we're so happy that we can still continue to sing together.
The most that impressed me is the care of the way that the staff professionals have taken care of me, have bathed me, have helped me to learn, since I'm blind, how to do things for myself.
Well, first of all, I like because it's church affiliated.
It's just a pleasure to live here, to walk through here and see everybody. Usually everybody's happy, and it's a pleasant place.
I thank God every day that I have this Lutheran home, this Christian home to come to.
The number of adults in North Carolina who are 65 years old or older will more than double between the years 2000 and 2030. Some are referring to this coming age wave as the silver tsunami. 2 out of 3 adults over age 65 will require some long-term care in their lives. It is critical for LSA to take steps now to prepare for the increasing needs of older adults.
And if they just continue doing what they've done for the last 50 years, it'll be a great service and a great ministry to the aging population.
I think they just provide that environment where we feel safe and supported and cared for.
LSA is now embarking on an ambitious program to build 4 new nursing homes, renovate existing facilities, and explore home and community-based services.
We are very excited about the capital campaign and what it means for us in terms of a new facility. We could do so much more with more space and more modern equipment.
A $5 million campaign goal has been established to help ensure that LSA can keep its promise to future generations.
We truly believe in this organization. I know this personally because LSA provided such wonderful care for my dad. Now, he was a little cantankerous at times over in the Hickory unit with Ted Goins as the administrator. Nevertheless, he received the same quality care as anyone else.
Please join with us to help LSA keep its promise. The need has never been greater.
We should keep the promise that we made 50 years ago, that promise to care for our loved ones who, when they get up in years, will have a place where they can live and be loved. It's such an important ministry. Rita and I are looking forward to being a part of this campaign, and I invite you to join us in this appeal and so that we as Lutherans can continue to assist and help and keep the promises that we have made.
Somebody asked a very prominent lady in Salisbury, now if you had to go to a home, which one would you go to? You know, there are quite a few. And she said, the Lutheran Home. They said, oh, well, if you had a second choice, where would you go? She said, to the Lutheran Home. And that's just my feelings. This is the only place to be if you need assistance when you get old.
It seems to be getting harder and harder for people to keep their promises these days. You can be comforted to know that with your generous gifts, Lutheran Services for the Aging will continue to keep its promises just as it has for 50 years.